When you think of ancient Britain, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For most people, it's Stonehenge. Those iconic, mysterious stones standing silent on the Salisbury Plain have captivated us for centuries. But what if I told you that just a stone's throw away, a discovery has been made that completely redraws the map of this sacred landscape? It's bigger, it's more complex, and it's changing everything we thought we knew about the people who built Stonehenge. Today, we're digging into the incredible story of the Durrington Walls pit circle. So let's set the scene. We're in Wiltshire, England, about 2 miles northeast of Stonehenge. Here lies a site called Durrington Walls. It's what's known as a henge, a massive earthwork enclosure, and it was once home to a bustling Neolithic village. Archaeologists believe the very people who built Stonehenge might have lived here, feasting and celebrating. For a long time, Durrington Walls was seen as a companion site to Stonehenge, important but still in its shadow. That all changed in 2020. Using cutting-edge remote sensing technology, a team of archaeologists made a discovery that was simply staggering. They found a series of enormous, regularly spaced pits forming a huge circle, 2 kilometers in diameter, centered on the Durrington Walls henge. We're talking about pits that were over 10 meters wide and 5 meters deep. 20 of these have been found so far, but scientists estimate there could have been more than 30 originally. This isn't just a few random holes in the ground. This is a monumental undertaking, one of the largest prehistoric structures ever discovered in Britain, maybe even in Europe. Now, the big question is, what was it for? The scale is just immense. To dig these pits using nothing but bone, wood, and stone tools would have required a colossal, coordinated effort from a huge community. This wasn't a weekend project. This was a statement. The pits form an almost perfect circle, enclosing Durrington Walls, the nearby wood henge, and another smaller henge called Larkhill. It seems designed to create a boundary, a line separating what was inside from the world outside. One of the leading theories is that this massive circle acted as a guide or a procession route for ancient people. Imagine a pilgrimage. You arrive at the edge of this sacred territory marked by these giant, imposing pits. They guide you towards the center, towards the settlement at Durrington Walls, a place of feasting and community. The pits would have been a powerful visual marker, directing movement and focusing attention on the important sites within. It's like a giant prehistoric welcome sign saying, "You are now entering a special place." The dating of these pits places them in the late Neolithic period, around 4,500 years ago. This is incredibly significant because it's the exact same time that Stonehenge was reaching its most famous stage, with the giant sarsen stones being erected. The people who dug these pits were the contemporaries of the Stonehenge builders. This wasn't a later addition. It was part of the same grand cosmological plan. The entire landscape, from Stonehenge to Durrington Walls, was being engineered on a scale we're only just beginning to comprehend. What's also fascinating is the level of planning involved. The pits are remarkably consistent in size and spacing. This implies a shared system of measurement and a sophisticated understanding of geometry. They weren't just digging randomly. They had a blueprint. It suggests a society that was far more organized and technologically advanced than we often give them credit for. They were mapping their world, imposing their beliefs onto the very land they lived on. Think about the relationship between this pit circle and Stonehenge itself. Stonehenge is all about stone, permanence, and honoring the dead. It's aligned with the solstices, tracking the movements of the sun and moon. In contrast, the area around Durrington Walls seems to be about life, community, and the world of the living. It was built with wood and earth, materials that decay. So you have this amazing duality, a domain of the living enclosed by the pit circle, and a domain of the ancestors, represented by the stone circle of Stonehenge. The two sites were in dialogue with each other, creating a complex ritual landscape that covered miles. The discovery was made possible by non-invasive techniques like ground-penetrating radar and magnetometry. This is archaeology for the 21st century. Without digging a single hole, scientists were able to see beneath the surface and reveal this hidden structure. It's a game changer because it allows archaeologists to survey huge areas and understand the bigger picture without disturbing the site. In fact, follow-up core sampling confirmed the remote sensing data, revealing the pit's true depth and filling them with datable material. So what does this all mean? It means our view of the Stonehenge landscape has been too narrow. We've been so focused on those famous standing stones that we missed the vast, complex world that surrounded them. This pit circle shows a society with a grand vision, capable of monumental architecture and large-scale social organization. They were people who thought big. They saw the landscape not just as a place to live, but as a canvas on which to express their cosmology, their beliefs about life, death, and the universe. The story is far from over. Archaeologists are still analyzing the data, and there are surely more secrets buried beneath the fields of Wiltshire. What else might be out there, waiting to be discovered? This finding forces us to reconsider what we know about Neolithic Britain and the incredible achievements of its people. It's a humbling reminder that the past is always speaking to us. We just need to find the right way to listen. This discovery at Durrington Walls is more than just a collection of ancient pits. It's a window into the minds of our ancestors, a glimpse of their world on a scale that challenges our imagination. It connects the world of the living with the world of the dead, creating a ritual landscape of breathtaking complexity. The mystery of Stonehenge just got a whole lot bigger. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey back in time. What do you think this incredible circle was used for? Let me know your theories down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more archaeological mysteries, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next adventure. See you next time.